What type of bamboo? Yes, great question. So I had to do a little bit of thinking about this myself. Let me pull up this Bambu website. All right, so weirdly, at least like when I was doing this, it didn't seem as though I was able to buy one of these from like Amazon. Like you had to get them from their website, which is fine. This is something that has become increasingly popular. There's a lot of people talking about these printers. So I want to talk about like what I kind of decided on and why I did so. So I actually, to kind of get the review out of the way, like I split the difference between the A1 and the P1. And the big reason for this is I wanted an enclosed version that's maybe a little bit faster, and I don't need all the features of the, like, I think there's like another like C series somewhere around here. So let me select 3D printers and let's go through. So the P1S is the one that I believe ultimately ended up getting. Yeah, I think the P1S is the one I ended up getting. And this like filament management system is pretty cool. It means that you can in a single print have it automatically change between colors, which I've never done before. This kind of seemed wild to me. It also is able to like, you know, filter out some of the fumes and emissions from this. So if you're printing in an area where maybe you don't have amazing ventilation, that's great. It has a camera built in as well, which is very useful for being able to see what's going on. And yes, some advanced technologies. Now it doesn't have some of the really crazy stuff that are in the like even more expensive version, like the LiDAR scanner, like some of the other things. But this definitely seems like it's more than enough to do some pretty crazy stuff. I think I really want to show off like what some of these color prints look like, but I'll hold off for now. For the other printers, come on, compare all. There we go. Okay, so this was the one I was initially considering, the X1C. Now this one is the one that has like LiDAR and has like AI built into it to be able to detect like spaghetti, like all this stuff that's very useful. But it is like twice the cost of like the P1S. These are also currently on sale, which was a big reason why I was considering this. So the P1S is basically just the A1, but inside an enclosure, and it's a little bit faster. There are some other upgrades, but mostly these two printers are the same. You'll notice this one is even cheaper, and it's also on sale. So looking at these various ones, there's also like the A1 Mini. The A1 Mini is an even smaller version of this. I mean, the main difference just being that the bed size is smaller. So if you're printing really large things, or if you're printing a lot of things, or on like industrial scale where you want to print like a lot of things all at once, then the A1 Mini might not be what you're looking for. So I again split the difference because I could buy two of these, this one and this one, for the price of this one when they were all on sale. So I am going to be trying these out in advance of Hackaday SuperCon. It's really interesting to see kind of like where we're at with what these printers are capable of doing, but just showing off like what the high-end one, which again I ended up not going with this one. They promise some pretty crazy things. Now again, a lot of these are going to be also available with the other ones, but yes, the child print something. The LiDAR scanner is probably what like interested me the most, like, and the the calibration, like linear calibration as well, like being able to do that automatically and make sure that the bed is perfectly level and there's no defects on it. Like that all seems like super useful and cool. It generally seems as though that this is something that allows you to, for example, in this case, like combine a bunch of different like filaments. And this is actually something I don't like, where like they have the RFID in the filament, and I'm like, are you gonna make me buy only like genuine you know, like Bambu filament in the future? But the point anyway is that you can do support filament, so that's filament that then can get removed really easily, and you can swap that and make it so that it's either dissolvable or, you know, however you're going to remove it. And then you can do multicolors and create these things that look like honestly really stunning. So I don't know why in these videos they don't show off more of the just like stunning multicolor prints that like really attracted me to this platform. But I think it's going to be one of those things that makes it so oh, okay, there are some here. One of those things that let you do things that just wouldn't have been possible before. And that's really what interests me in this. Now, the downside of this is waste. There, you can get a Prusa that allows you to have a bunch of different like nozzles all on and operating at the same time, where there is no swap. But the waste here comes from when you're changing between filaments. it purges the nozzle. And sometimes you'll get like 50-50 purged filament and then actually like created product. So lots to talk about with this new system. Like this is where like AI also might actually be interesting. Like imagine like, you know, paying double, but then getting the ability to always know that a print before it starts isn't going to have a flawed foundation, and it's not going to have like some of these initial flaws that could cause it to come off the bed 90% of the way through, where maybe you want to set a certain probability and want to make sure that if you think it's going to fail because it's like for sure got like a problem that's easily recognizable, then this will inspect it and then tell you if that's going to happen. So yeah, pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to trying this out. I think it's coming in like 2 days actually. So yeah, possibly even as soon as Friday, I might have a report and like a first little layer. Now, one of the things I was definitely excited to do was make QR codes with this. So because I can make a QR code on the top layer and then the rest of the layer solid, I could easily make a lot of QR codes and then just stick them to things and have them last a really long time depending on the material I'm using. So that's pretty exciting to me, because I think that you can also make tiles that are just like a colorful first or second layer, and then the rest is, you know, all just substrate, and then tile those things together into even larger pieces of art that will fit on the bed.